Good afternoon. I'm Mark Steward with Mark Steward Team, and we're here this afternoon with Greg Whitt. He is with Drum for Change, and he's going to explain to us about what he's bringing to us here in Raleigh.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you having me here today. Again, my business is called Drum for Change, and I offer team building, education, and wellness programs for corporations, congregations, communities, and classrooms. In the broad sense, my industry is recreational music making. In the smaller sense, it's a part of the really vibrant arts community here in Raleigh.
Fantastic. Now, how did you come to this?
This was a total accident. My previous career was in higher education and event planning at North Carolina State University.
Okay.
And while there, we had a group of 300 kids that came through the campus in the summer, and they had a parade at the end of their week, and it was led by an African drummer. And so that inspired me to look into this instrument called the djembe drum, which set me on this 15-year now path of pursuing indigenous wisdom traditions as a way of making life better for modern man.
Great. What do you feel this brings, obviously better for the modern man? What else does it bring?
Well, it's an experiential practice of helping people remember how to play nicely together. So you may have heard of that book of, I forget the guy that wrote it, but it was about everything I needed to know about life I learned in kindergarten.
Right.
And this is kind of that reminder of how we can connect and communicate and cooperate with one another in a way that's not about being in our heads, it's about getting back into our bodies.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we do it by bringing a van full of drums and percussion, and we all sit in a circle of chairs, and we make beautiful music together.
So I want to make sure that I bring up the fact that I experienced Greg showing a group of over 200 people at a United Arts Council dinner the opportunity for this congeniality and this experiential feeling of being together. At a formal dinner for 200 people, he was able to pass out a variety of drums, percussion instruments, and we were all able to come together and create a song. At the end of that, it was a very high feeling of camaraderie among these people who we had not been really introduced to other than our table of 10. So I can see how that would work on a very large base. So is this what you're trying to do, is to show people that we can interact with each other?
Exactly. It's a low threat, high success outcome where just the act of doing something together creates a connection that you wouldn't normally create sitting across the table. So the building activity that you would get in years of knowing someone like your next door neighbor, right? Mm-hmm. You'll have limited interaction with them, but the time that you come together and you dig a fence post hole makes all the difference in how you relate to that person and how you connect to that person. So we're just doing it in a musical metaphor on a larger scale.
Fantastic. Now, how do we get in touch with you? How do they get in touch with you?
So you can find me online everywhere, Facebook, LinkedIn, on the web at drumforchange.com. That's drumforchange.com.
Great. So Greg brings this to the community, and as you know, Mark Steward Team is all about being a part of the community, and so we are very thankful that you've come and shared this with us today. And if you need an event focus, Greg will be able to supply that. So either find us at www.markstewardteam.com, and you can also link off of that to Greg's website, or you can go straight to Drum for Change. Thanks, and have a good afternoon. Thank you again, Greg.
Thanks. We hope to hear and see you out there soon.